How are we? Dan and Milo, welcome. Hi. How are you doing today? It's Wednesday. I keep forgetting it's Wednesday. Yesterday felt like Wednesday. Today does not feel like Wednesday. Today feels more like a Tuesday. But hi, how are you? Hope you're okay. Hawk, bear, lizard, what? No. We'll get there. We might have to Google some things. We might have to Google some answers if we don't get answers. But I like that it tells you that, like, you haven't got everything you need. I like that it tells you, like, oh, we've not got everything you need to solve this one. I like that. Just testing my patience with some BMX game. What's the game? There's quite a few different ones out there. There's quite a few different ones out there. I wonder if I've heard of it. Some BMX game. I'm pretty sure it's not just called some BMX game. Some BMX game. No, I don't know it. Lonely Mountains Downhill. Fun and free on Game Pass. Yeah, not heard of that one. There's quite a few. Quite a few that I've seen. All of these and I'm just like, how can there be that many words? How can there be that many? How can there be that many? Hey, it's just you and me in here at the moment. Hi. Hi. Got me all to yourself. Aren't you lucky? You know what? I love these like chill streams. I was thinking today, I was like, I'm not like a presenter. I'm not here to like entertain anybody really. Like, this is my chill time. This is like this is where I come to like relax and hang out after work. This is like my after work chill time. I'm not here to be all like, woo, look at me, I'm putting on a show. Not like the olden times. The olden times I used to be a bit more, I used to treat it as a performance. It's lovely here. We had a nice run on the field and Milo met an old friend he hasn't seen in months. Nice. It's a lovely day here actually. I like this. I quite like this weather. Oops, spelled future wrong. Is future in there? Further, of course it is. I was like, oh, it's future, and then I was like, no, further makes a lot more sense. I really should start to read the letters in front of me. Yeah, exactly. Cold and crisp. Cold, crisp and sunny. That's my favourite kind of weather. Like, when it starts to get into spring as well and you can just about go out without a coat or with a light coat on. Yeah. This now is like, we're transitioning into my favourite weather. We really are. I really can't think of any others. Oh, turf is a good one. Good one. Good one, good one. I stole it from you, but thank you. Thank you. Turfer? Hard, isn't it, sometimes? Hard, isn't it, sometimes, eh? But we did great. We did great. Could do with a couple more people in here to help us. Could do with a couple more people in to help us. But I'm not going to worry about it too much. Ooh. Baguette. Baguette. I love a baguette. I do. I love bread. I can't give up bread. I could give up a lot, but I don't think I could. I can't give up bread. I can't give up bread. I just love bread. I really do. Like a crusty baguette. Oh. Oh. Teat is in there. What else? So easy to just grab a quick sandwich. Oh. I love bread products. Like anything bready. Anything bready, really. A crusty loaf, a baguette. Did I forget to turn the music down again? I didn't forget. It just seems very loud to me today. Seems very loud. Is butt in there? Butts in there. Well, we're not gonna do it, I don't think. I don't think we're gonna do it. Is tater word? Bait. Bait is a word. Oh, we failed. We could do with just a couple more people in here to help us, couldn't we? But other than that, I think we'll have one more round, one more go. One more little go. Tubage. Tubular. I think we'll have one more go and then we'll move on and we'll play. You had a mental block on that round? Don't worry about it. It was not easy. Not easy at all. I mean, that is also, this one is also gonna be, I can see one more word, and that's it. I can see one more word. Oh, I can see two more words. I can. Oh, God. This is. Oh, I can see another one. Okay. Yeah, I saw legal. Legal was the one that I saw. I was like, I could see legal. Right, we're gonna be okay with this, I think, maybe. Izzy, I see that. 2-month subscriber. Why did the thingy not pop up? Why did the thingy not pop up? Is easel spell? Can you spell it like that? No. Eagle. Eagle. Izzy, how are you, my love? I hope you're okay. Thank you so much for subscribing again. I don't know why my sub thingies aren't working today. Not a clue. But welcome to the duck pond. Is it just? Yeah. Oh no, it's all right. My chat is weird. It keeps saying that. Oh, 2-month sub. Oh, is it because you should have a sub badge, but the sub badge is broken on my end. So it just says 2-month subscriber. I was like, oh, is he subscribed? Oh, cool. You're all good. All good. I was like, why isn't it show no thingy? How are you today? You okay? How's your Wednesday? Twitch been funky? Yeah, I don't know if it's Twitch. Like I have I don't know if it is Twitch. It's because I have the Restream chat and the Twitch chat all in one. So it's like a custom chat doc. You're feeling spicy with work socials? Oh, cool. Oh. It's nice when it can be a bit spicy and a bit edgy. I can't. I don't think I can pull off spicy and edgy for a start. I don't think I can pull off spicy or edgy to start with. But yeah, I've never worked for a company where I could be spicy. So that's quite cool. I will be letting people know some news soon. I don't know when to let you guys know. If you're in my Discord, you already know. But yeah, I don't know when to let people know. It's hard. I'm trying to figure out a new kind of brand voice for work. Yeah. That is difficult. But have fun with it. I saw that Radical Forge had done a rebrand recently. Like literally this week. And I think the way they've done it is good. So I don't know if that's something to look at, perhaps. But yeah, I liked how they did they're just like, yeah, we've rebranded, and like their whole brand seems to have changed. Which is quite nice. It's like very refreshing. Yeah, they've just done a rebrand, and I think they've done it really well. And they're quite edgy. Quite edgy. I don't remember them being this edgy before, but it's working. It's working, so yeah. Definitely go and check them out. Hey, we got 3 stars. Nice one. Look at you guys trouncing me at my own game. But yeah, it's been an exciting start to the year. But All I will say is that stream schedule is going to change at some point. I don't know how it's going to change. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to change or when it's going to change, but it is going to change. So yeah, I'm not sure. Izzy, maybe I can let you know on the side. I can maybe let you know on the side what it is. Oh, you can do if you want. Yeah, I think I will. I think I shall. I think I shall. Oh, there's no. I'll put my fingers in my ears and you can tell her. No, it's alright. I just don't want it to be on the internet. I literally can't think of any words. I'm gonna message you on Discord. I'm gonna message you on Discord. Sluts! Oh my god, is that... It's in there! Which means that slut is in there as well then. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Right. There we go. I have let Izzy know what the news is. If you could. Yeah, I just don't want it to be on the internet. Just don't tell anyone yet. Okay? You just hide the body. If you could, that would be great. And then you can literally say to me, I know where the bodies are buried. I know where the bodies are buried. I know where you live. Oh, Izzy, taking my proof. I literally had it ready. I literally had it ready. Also, hi, Case. Hi. We both went prone. Oh, porn is still in there. Okay. So they've removed tits and cock. But they still have slut and porn in there. Where is the line? Where is the line? Gosh darn it. Hi. Nope, it's not in there. Rope. Right, Izzy knows the news. Does anyone else want to know the news? Anyone else? No. Don't, you can't know. Oh! Oh, that's cool. I'm curious, but I'll find out when I find out. Yeah, in a couple of weeks, I'll let you know. Maybe in like 2 weeks, I'll be like, hey, this is the news. This is the news. And I'll like get my little bits of paper, shuffle my bits of paper. Hi, this is the news. Welcome to the news. Oh my gosh, what is this? Client. Lectin. That is a great word. I always get so chaotic here. I feel like I forget how to speak to people and how to act normal. I'm having my hair done in a couple of weeks as well, so I do quite like it like this, but I'm going back to my bob, my bright pink bob. I always think I don't mind it like this, and then I go and have my pink bob and I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I never mind it when it's like this, but then I go and get it done and I'm like, that is why I go and get it done. Oh, is clit in there? It's not. Gosh darn it. That's much cleaner, isn't it? Hey, we did it! We got a full house. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I've just put a thing in my Discord as well, like server suggestions. So like, I know it's not a super active server. I know it's not. And there's a lot of channels that I should probably clean up. But I'd like, if you're in my Discord, I'd like your input. How can we make it a more happening place? How can we make it cooler? How can we get it so that's a place you want to hang out every day? Well, maybe not every day, but like a couple of times a week you want to pop in and just get involved, you know? Comics in there. Icon. Is iconic in there, maybe? Onion. Nope. Muonic. Is he with all the big words? Iconic isn't in there. Is it unicorn? No. Moon. So there's an extra. Oh no, there's not. There's not an extra. Oh, I spelt it wrong. Oh no, you went Unicron. I thought I'd spelt unicorn wrong. What did I go with? I went Loco, but Loco's not in there. I don't want to put this. Not in there. What is it? Oh, okay, there's loads we can do now. It's an E, guys. It's an E. Oh, I'm not gonna get it. Is it economic? I'm locked. I can't do it. I spelt it right, but he's a planet-eating planet from Transformers. A Unicron. A planet-eating planet. We didn't can do it. Do we want one more go? Or shall we crack on? I think we crack on, actually, because I've only got 2 hours. I've only got 2 hours now. So I think let's crack on with game. We'll try and solve this mystery. Try and solve a murder. Try and solve a murder. Got a murder to solve. Got to solve a murder. Right. Let's solve a murder. Don't ask. Settings have all gone back up since yesterday. Settings have all gone back up. Well, that's alright. We've solved it. Right, let us start game. Are we ready? Right, where were we? Shall we have a little recap? So, Freya, murdered. This is the body. Murder victim, 19, died whilst painting a portrait of Flora fellow. Flora's tower. Flora was present and she was posing for a portrait. Freya was found lying on her back with a single stab wound on her chest. No weapon was found at the scene, but the subject of Freya's unfinished painting is holding a knife. The red colour on the tip of the knife is not paint. It was discovered to be blood. How was Freya killed? Right, so this is the painting, and it does look like a knife, but it also looks a little bit like a feather. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? So that is where we're at. We've found these people so far, so we've talked to these people so far. Hawkshaw is another detective. We're not sure what case Hawkshaw was on, but they were certainly here before the murder happened. Pointer is a bit of like, he's into astrology. Fitz is a gardener. Flora is into like botany and chemistry and stuff like that. And Flora doesn't talk. She was the subject of the painting and she does not talk. And we found all of these things so far. And the paints, this is not Freya's paint. All of the others are the same. This is not Freya's paint. And it's not paint, it's blood. There's a little jar of blood. And they're all cracked. As is the gramophone that was in the room at the time. And the tape. And I'm wondering, this gives out a loud hiss over 95 decibels. I'm wondering, would that have been enough? Would it have been loud enough to crack things? I'm not sure how loud 95 decibels is. But that's my theory so far, is that it's something to do with the golden beetle. This guy has been breeding like jewel-like fruits. Like the water in the area makes everything have this like jewel-like appearance, including the bugs. So it's very likely that there was a golden beetle on the premises. Hey, oh my god, 34 months. Jesus freaking Christ. Jesus freaking Christ. Yikes. How you doing? Are you okay, Lone Wolf? $34 months. That's insane to me. We still haven't figured out what the harp statue does yet. The damaged tape has got someone humming on it. This has got a recording of piano music on it. Ornate trowel was found in Fitz's possession. I don't think that's the murder weapon. And this, the Hawkshaw says it's a handheld microscope used for detective work, but Phoebe says it's not microscopic, as it has a telescopic lens. So we're about to question Hawkshaw about it. All good here, thanks. How are you? I am good. Oh, suspicion,
This
there we
little
go.
microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense, if you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry, we already worked out what you're searching for.
Have we? Have we? The golden beetle? What has Hawkshaw been hired to find? A golden beetle?
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Did we get it right?
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact you didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
Lone Wolf says, this game looks interesting. It is interesting. It's a murder mystery. We played Detective Grimoire last week and solved the mystery of Boggy, the bog monster. And then this week we are moving on to Tangle Tower, which is the second in the series because they've got a new one coming out called The Mermaid's Tongue. So, hey, More Talk, welcome. So we started this yesterday. You've just missed the catch-up. A bit like Jenny LeClue. Yes, so we're solving a murder, we're questioning suspects, we're finding clues, and we're trying to figure out who or what killed a young artist. It's not a microscope at all.
Not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
I saw someone start Jenny LeClue the other day. Oh my god, I loved Jenny LeClue so much. There is another one on the way, so like there's a sequel on the way, or like part 2 or something. But they've said it's going to be like at least another like 2 or 3 years in the works. I forget, how did the swamp case end? What happened? So we found out that Remington was here. So the Reginald Remington or whatever is it, Sir Reginald Remington, the guy who was murdered. He was there to hunt Boggy the bog monster. He was part of like a secret society who was hunting the bog monster. And the guy who was protesting for the conservation of the swamp to protect Boggy's habitat, he done it. He done it. He was he had dressed up as Boggy to go and scare Sir Reginald Remington or whatever his name was. Reginald Remington, I think that's his name. He had gone to scare him out of the swamp. I don't know why he thought that would work, and in the process ended up stabbing him with some fork, a garden fork, somehow. Just an accident, you know. Yeah, that's how that ended. So this is the second in the series, sorry. Yeah. All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes? No. I need to move my face. Gotta move my face. How is everyone today? Mortalk, how are you? You okay? How are you doing? It's Wednesday. Okay, so the handheld microscope uses, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it.
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens. So
Happy
Hawkshaw
humping day?
lied
Oh
about
my
it.
goodness.
I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Oh,
Hawkshaw,
you haven't had coffee
Why
yet?
did you lie about
my
owning a
good
telescope?
goodness.
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective?
A detective.
Emperor of the Galaxy.
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
Yeah, how's
In
that?
winter,
What's that got to do
My
with it?
childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
Yeah, I like
When I
them too.
discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had
Oh.
hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated.
Hmm.
My lead suspect is your murder victim.
Oh. What the heck? You haven't had coffee today, so your brain is mush. Oh my goodness. How am I? Yeah, I'm good. I just feel like I really struggle with winter. Like, it makes me so tired, and I constantly feel like I've got a sore throat all the time. I just feel like my body goes into hibernation mode. I need to cough again. Sorry guys, I'm gonna mute. I thought I'd have a real good cough off mic. I don't want to cough into the microphone. Yeah, I just feel like I feel like I'm constantly ill. I feel like I'm constantly tired. Yeah, my body just goes into hibernation mode completely. So, right, what do we know about her then? She hasn't gone anywhere near Flora's tower. So Pointer hired her to find his golden beetle, which has gone missing. So there is a golden beetle. Confirmed. Confirmed golden beetle on the premises. Pointer thinks it was stolen by somebody at Tangle Tower. Hawkshaw's lead suspect for the theft was Freya. Oh my goodness. Alright. You missed the sun. I love spring. I can't wait for spring, to be honest.
A book from the library. One of hundreds, no doubt. What makes this one special?
It's about birds.
Yes, I see that.
Okay. I'm not gonna bother her with anything else. Who else could we go and speak to? Where have we not been? Fifi's room should be unlocked now. Oh wow. Okay. So we've still got a lot to find.
What's that big book on the desk?
Looks like something Fifi's been writing.
Is it a clue?
I hope not. It's just a bunch of notes about her microbiology experiments.
It's a magnifying glass. A big one.
How come you don't have one of those?
Why? Because I'm a detective?
Hmm.
Should I start smoking a pipe too?
You couldn't pull off a pipe.
Rude.
A new suspect!
A new suspect.
Don't think you can get out being questioned just because you're a bear.
I'm innocent, I promise.
Save it for the judge.
Okay.
Scientific formulas. Probably.
So I don't suspect
I have
Fifi.
no idea what any of it means.
I don't suspect Fifi at all.
Fifi's got something pinned up here.
What is all this?
Oh my goodness, what the fuck is this?
Is that supposed to be me? Why do I look so angry?
That's just the face you make when you're thinking. Does make you wonder, though. When did Fifi draw all this?
Who's that?
Not sure.
We've not met them yet.
Who's that?
Not met them yet.
Not sure. It's Detective Hawkshaw.
That's you, Sally.
What? I do not look like that. Do I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like Fitz.
Looks like Professor Pointer. That's gotta be Flora. Is Fifi trying to solve the mystery with math equations?
I think so.
Maybe. Did you ever try that? Maybe it works.
Did you notice who isn't on here?
Freya?
Mm-hmm. And Fifi herself.
Oh. Well, she doesn't suspect herself, that's why.
A pretty ornate window, with a great view of the lake.
We're supposed to be looking for clues, not assessing the real estate value.
And over here, you'll see the owners use sheets of paper to block out all that unnecessary natural light. A simple trick, but it really transforms the space. It looks like a microscope, a big one.
Can I touch it?
Oh, what the heck?
I'm not sure this is a microscope.
What is it? Horizontally slide the 4 magnifying glass lenses to the correct position. So is it supposed to... Oh. What? Is it supposed to look like this? Oh. I see. I think.
I guess that's wrong.
The 4 lenses all have different magnification strengths, so they must each have a specific position along the rail.
That looks right to me. That looks right to me.
No, that was it.
Nice work.
What did that unlock?
Sounds like it unlocked.
Yeah, it's built on top of a little metal box. There's a book in here.
It's locked with a strange metal device. Oh no. Okay.
Boxes. Of stuff. I don't know what that drink is, but I bet it's 99% sugar.
I'd read you the ingredients, but there's nothing written on the can.
That's even worse.
Nice room.
It's a mess. But yeah,
Stuff Fifi's thrown away.
you gonna rummage through the trash can?
No, that is quite beneath me. Thank you.
I give it 5 minutes before you're in there.
We rummaged through it before. Well, in the other one. Right, okay. Got other rooms to go to. Freya's room. Oh, so this is the murder victim's room.
Painting supplies. Painting supplies.
It's a fish, I think?
I think it looks more like a whale.
Fine, it's a whale.
Could also be a shark.
What is this?
That painting is really something.
Why would you want it looming over your bed like that?
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
The atmosphere of chaos and oppression?
Hang on. There's a smaller version down by the floor.
It's a photograph.
A piece of adhesive tape is stuck on it. Lines have been drawn with black ink around the edges. It lines up with something then. It lines up with something else then.
Drawings taped up on the wall.
What's that one on the left?
Looks like two people standing together in a garden. One of them's holding a red rose.
Oh. Oh, lovely.
A pillow with a paw print pattern.
It's a cushion.
Yeah, but that doesn't alliterate. It's a little glass box.
I think it's a vivarium.
Come again?
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
Not the kind of lamp I choose for my bedroom, but fair enough.
It's cool. Looks like old mining equipment or something.
Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
Probably not.
I don't know. It is kind of a weird shape.
No windows either.
Hmm.
It's Freya's bed. A little bit messy.
It's a perfectly healthy amount of messy.
What else do we want to look at?
Painting supplies. That painting is really something.
Why would you want it looming over
Maybe Freya enjoyed
the
the
atmosphere?
Hang on, there's a smaller
It's
version.
a photograph.
This is gonna line up with something then, right?
That's weird.
What did you find in the drawers?
Nothing. They're completely empty. It's a little wooden box for paintbrushes.
To the casual observer, maybe.
Oh my
They're not real
goodness.
paintbrushes. Looks like they're part of some kind of lock mechanism.
Swap the brushes into the correct order. And arrange the paper to find a clue. Oh goodness. Arrange the paper to find a clue. What does this mean? I've no idea what the heck this is. Any thoughts, anybody? Is it what kind of... What the heck? I'm gonna need a clue.
Nothing.
Did you find a hint on those scraps of paper? It looks like a ripped up jigsaw puzzle.
Well, yeah, I've done that. And I'm pretty sure I've done it right. This makes no sense to me. Anyone else got a clue? Anyone else? Anyone else thinking about it? I just really honestly don't know. The first row is maybe the size of the brush. Oh yeah, okay. Size. And then whether it's round or not, or just the colours. So the first is by its size. Oh, there's 3 lines on the paper. Oh, yeah, okay. Then color, then width. Okay. I see. So What? Oh my god. Shortest to tallest? I honestly don't know. I don't think so.
That was incorrect.
Each brush has various characteristics: height, bristle shape, paint color, handle color.
Handle color? Handle color? Oh my gosh, yeah. There is these
The information
handle
you need is
color.
on the paper. Once it's been rearranged, I mean.
Handle color. So that is a pink one with a wide. So that's pink with wide. That is definitely a small one with an orange handle. That is green, maybe. This has got to be a pink handle with a wide. It's got to be that one then. It's got to be a blue. Is this it?
That's done it.
Did it!
Neat.
Okay. Did it.
What was in the box?
Just a photograph. Well, most of a photograph.
Oh! We did it! Oh, wow. A photograph of two young girls, one with red hair and one with green hair. The photo has a large piece missing, so I think that's Fifi and Freya. Maybe. And then that's gonna be Poppy cut out, I think. Wow. Okay, I think we've seen enough here. We need to find Poppy. We really need to find Poppy. The aviary? Who is this? Penelope? Is this Penelope Pointer?
What is it?
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam green, is that right?
Sorry?
Your hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's lovely! And that shape, you're really pushing the envelope.
Oh, thanks. I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into the background.
Oh, you're the detective? Delightful. Penny Pointer, pleasure.
Is that
Penny.
short for Penelope?
Penelope
Officially,
Pointer.
yes, but I never can be bothered.
Hey, Cozy Gaming Club, are you solving the
Penelope's
mystery? I am solving the
coming out the mouth, don't
mystery.
you think?
Sure. Yeah.
Just give me a second. Twitch chat is acting up again. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, I'm solving the mystery. I've been avoiding your streams this week because I don't want any spoilers. Oh, I see. These characters are so cute. I really love the designs of the characters. But yeah, we're solving the mystery.
20-something. Aquarius, love to travel, and nearly all of my friends are birds.
Okay.
Where to?
Hey, thank you for the
Anywhere
follow,
at all,
Cozy Gaming Club.
as
Took
as
you
they're
long enough.
species worth studying. Ornithology,
Took you long
they
enough,
call
best
it.
friend.
I call it the only thing I've ever been good at.
And
Whoops,
have you
it's
studied
okay.
the birds here at Tangle Tower?
But of course! Where else do you think I developed my love of the field? No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home to Tangle Tower.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who?
Are you talking about?
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz.
Oh, what?
Is not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitz fellow.
The very
No,
one.
what?
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family?
No, but he loves Poppy.
I'm
Right?
not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on between our two families.
I thought
Fitz
he
and I find
liked
it much easier
Poppy.
to stay out of it altogether.
Oh no! I thought he liked Poppy. Also, if you don't know what the Cozy Gaming Club is, you need to go and follow the Cozy Gaming Club. And then if you want to join the book club, which is for video games, it's like a book club but for video games, then get involved. We're playing Bear and Breakfast at the moment and it's really good. That's our game of the month and I like it very, very much. Have I got a sus command or is it just sus? We're playing Bear and Breakfast. I am really enjoying Bear and Breakfast. I'm very much enjoying it.
I awoke early and headed down into the greenhouse to see Fitz. He's always there, crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
How come?
It's where he's happiest. That and he has a great deal of work to do every day, watering, pruning, molding.
No game.
Do you help him with the work in the greenhouse?
No game.
No. I wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably break something.
So, you stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's more delicate than you'd think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how
Oh,
many
you
birds are
can't use the
responsible
cute
for?
duck emote.
Officially
No.
4, but in
You
truth,
can
it's more like
still.
400.
Can they not feed themselves?
I love the game. No game.
And they often do.
So Cozy Gaming
But
Club
I
usually
think
operates
they
on
like
like
the
Discord and YouTube. That's where you want to follow them.
As do I.
And yeah, Cozy Gaming Club is usually Little Oliphant. Yeah. Signed into a different account today, huh? Right then, let us see what she thinks about this.
Freya was very talented, even at that age.
Do you know how old this photo is?
Not sure. Must be a couple of years at least.
I made a special
Sometime
Cozy Gaming Club
before
account
Fiona
because so many
settled
people
on her
didn't realise it
current
was me.
style.
Oh, bless you. You're still flying under the radar. I'm not going to show her this just yet. I am going to...
You know, it's probably quite impressive. To a visitor, fresh eyes and all that.
Not
show
to
her
you.
everything else.
Try living in it for 20 years.
You were chatting to them like they were best friends and like, sorry, who are you? Oh, bless you.
What about
I know who you
inheritance?
are,
You're the
bestie.
next oldest pointer after your uncle, aren't you?
Well, thank you very much for phrasing it like that. But no, any money left in the Pointer family will pass down directly to Poppy.
Is that fair?
I couldn't care less, to be perfectly honest. Goodness me, Poppy really doesn't take care of her belongings, does she?
It wasn't in Poppy's room. It was in the little pond in the garden.
Exactly! Hardly the place for it. I'm sure I've read about this creature somewhere. Don't remember anything about him playing the harp, though.
Wait. That isn't supposed to be Boggy, right? Surely not. There we go. Oh, is he back?
Hello.
Hello.
And this juicy little number.
We don't know. It's not signed.
An anonymous letter? Classic clue.
I like her character. Boggy throwback. There's a couple actually. There's a couple of little Boggy throwbacks.
I doubt Freya intended it, but the overall effect is a little unsettling. Don't you think?
I'm enjoying her character and her
It's
voice and the way she
flawless.
moves.
She's an
Flawless.
inescapably haunting presence.
I really like her. I like her. She is fun.
Poppy's gramophone. She's had it for a long time. As a young child, she'd call it her mama phone, on account of it belonging to her mother.
Oh,
That's
mama
cute.
phone, that's cute.
Oh, yes, adorable.
Yeah, the sleeves are so good. I was like, wait, why has she got wings? And I realized that they're just wing sleeves. I like how she uses them. Aww. Yes. I love it. Great.
Wow. Terrible.
You recognize it?
The color scheme. 3 different pinks. Obscene.
It's beautiful. I love it. She's so elegant. Yeah.
Freya doesn't take very good care of her paints, does she? But then she was always rather bohemian. Had her own priorities.
I really like her.
Oh, that's rather sad. Gaudy old thing, isn't it? Flora seems very fond of it. I've never understood why. But then I could say the same thing about her husband.
Heyo!
What? Crikey.
Ooh, delightful. More of a gemstone than a fruit, isn't it?
Inedible, too, I think.
Yes.
I really like
At one
her.
point I thought Fitz might be growing them to sell them. But honestly, I think he just likes the way they look. Oh, did Fitz show you that?
Not exactly.
We found it hidden under his bed.
Ah, right.
I'm gonna show her the
Somebody
birds.
taking an interest in extinct animals.
Extinct.
Oh, yes. The book is very old. Most of the birds in it are long gone.
Well, what about this bird, though?
Oh.
The ink dip.
This one was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
What?
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one. The very last.
Oh.
Oh.
Not a fan of insects myself. Whose research is this?
We were hoping you might know.
No, can't say I... Freya, perhaps. I know she was always very fond of grubby little things like this.
Noted.
Noted. Okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
I know a lot of people rather like this painting, but it's a little much for me. I find it overbearing. And for some reason, it makes me feel bad for Freya. I think she was more troubled than we knew.
I think it links to something else because of the black things. She's the new Boggy. Later finds someone wearing seagull claws on their hands and her wings on their feet, and everyone will think it's a flying monster. Oh my goodness. Diary?
Oh, a secret diary.
That's our guess too.
Excellent.
Excellent. Right, this is... Woof. This is gonna stir the pot.
Very nice.
You've seen these before?
Yes.
All of them. Even this one of...
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Isn't he strapping?
He is big.
He is
And
big.
so brooding.
Kind
I
of
love the
something else.
sleeves.
I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head of his.
I
Just
really
sounds
like
you don't know
her.
very well.
I don't remember asking for your input.
I hope she's not the killer. She's great.
She mostly ignores me if I'm honest.
How come?
Well, we're not quite on the same intellectual level.
Oh. I mean, well, you don't
I'd
need
be
to.
sad.
Oh no.
Yeah, the little bird on her head as well.
I'm
She's great. I love
comfortable with
her. She's my favourite character so far by far. Yeah, she's great.
She'd sit in the aviary, first thing in the morning, and paint the birds. Sometimes she'd ask me their names.
Freya was interested in studying bird species too?
No, just wanted to know their names. Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve.
Got it, thanks.
For my 21st birthday, she gave me a framed painting. All the birds from a single spring.
Sure, we're exactly the
Names
same,
written
Ellie. Whatever you say.
I can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
Sounds
Whatever
like
you
two
say.
were close.
I feel like I always
guess if
struggle
I
too
had-
articulate
where is
my admiration
Ducky?
for her.
Ducky's
she had a way of
Ducky was put
understanding
away for Christmas,
unspoken
and I haven't
things.
gotten him back out yet. I was like, why have I got a yellow duck in my head? And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Where is Ducky? Ducky is in a drawer somewhere. I put him away. I put him away for Christmas. I'm sorry. Oh, poor Ducky. I will be getting my pink hair back in a couple of weeks. I'm going back. I'm going to have my hair done. Ducks do hibernate for the winter. Apparently so. Apparently in drawers. In drawers, in kitchen drawers. I could go and get Ducky, to be fair. I would love some wing sleeves, honestly. But yeah, I will be getting my bright pink hair back in a couple of weeks. So there we go.
A fellow bird enthusiast.
A
She's
fellow
quite the
bird
expert, truth be
enthusiast.
told.
Ugh.
Studied them professionally
love
at one
her.
point. I think her father taught her.
Are you
I
friends
love her.
with Flora?
A little bit.
A little bit friends.
She's one for the peace and quiet. I dare say I'm a little too loud for her.
I can see that.
I do admire her, though, really. Always felt like she could have done better than settle for Felix.
Ouch.
I said it.
I can ask her about herself.
Oh, she's beautiful. Who is she? Wait, is that me?
Yeah.
She's a most unsavory little. She was incredibly rude about my appearance.
Oh wow.
Which part? The giant bird arms or...
If I were her, I'd go easy on the judgment of others.
I honestly love
She looks
her.
like the ghost of a scarecrow. I just wish Uncle Pointer would tell her to behave herself.
Professor Pointer? Why him?
Oh, it was Uncle that called her in. She's his responsibility. Did you not know that?
We did.
Can't say I've ever taken an interest in Uncle's astronomy. On occasion, I've dared to visit him in his tower, but I always regret it. It's all just a little too abstract for me.
What do you mean?
Oh, did you know the sun is apparently over 400,000 miles wide? Okay, so what should I do with that information? How does it help me?
Don't look at me. You're the one who memorized it.
Okay, so we've shown all the people, we've shown it everything apart from this. I don't think we need to.
Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was loitering over by the library. I don't know what it was, but she looked a little lost. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower. I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too, standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Do all of those statements match? Because they make a point of showing that every time. Every time they do a statement, they make a point of showing that. Like, where everyone stood, who was there. Have those all matched so far? I'm not sure if they have.
We can get into Penny's room now.
Now, like, right now?
Let's go later, let's...
An especially fancy cage.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, those poor birds. They look squished. They look squished. None of those are the ink dip. So there is an ink dip in Tangle Tower somewhere. Beep. The pointer.
A magnificent bush, somewhat cruelly confined to a stone pot.
There's a letter
Magnificent.
P carved into the side.
Magnificent bush.
My little writing desk. It's kind of cute.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's torn a page out of the middle. They're bird cages, but the birds are coming and going freely.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is. I don't like mirrors. They steal your soul.
How do you get your hair so symmetrical without using a mirror?
I do by weight. I can feel if one side is heavier than the other.
You've hit traffic again, you're going to be late for work. How is it going? How is the job going? Is he the same detective as before, just grown up a little bit and red hair? I think they've just changed the style, but yeah, he's the same.
What's with those little windows down there?
I think they're there for draining rainwater.
Oh. Bird diagrams. Hand-painted.
They're beautiful. Someone really knows their stuff.
Okay, I think we're done here then. Work is going well. I'm glad. I'm glad. Okay, so let's go into some other rooms then. Oh, this is nice. Oh, not a lot to say. It's just a pretty normal job. All right. But I'm glad it's going well.
Sir?
Aww.
Can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I'd rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
And, this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring new places, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking,
Secret
you know,
rooms.
that sort of
Oh, he slipped. Secret rooms.
So, Felix, what exactly do you, do?
Is it not obvious? I'm an explorer.
Oh, okay.
Explorer/treasure hunter.
Oh, Corbin, hi. How
Best in the
how
world.
are you?
We're talking like curse statues, spike pits.
Nice to see you, love.
It's a little more sophisticated.
You here
than
to help
that.
me solve a
But
murder?
I've certainly seen my share of danger, if that's what you're asking.
And,
Lone Wolf
if
says, yeah, last week the
I
manager
ask,
was nice enough to give a
when did
staff
you
a
retire?
free cake so we
You
could celebrate a
listen
member of
here.
staff's birthday. Oh, that was
I
nice.
may be
I love
between
cake.
adventures right now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place for too long. I go wherever the winds of destiny take me.
Don't
He's
you
very
live here with your wife and
flamboyant.
Yes, well, the fellow family
cake.
has certain loyalties, and with Flora.
Now I want
which
cake.
Is,
nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
Why on earth would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here?
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, we've got Restream bot all set up. Yeah, we've been doing it for like about a month or so now.
Hear that, Grimoire? We're done
Maybe
here.
more.
Let's go.
Like a couple of months we've
Simple
been
question,
restreaming on
Felix.
YouTube.
Well, I'm sure you're up to it.
Oh.
Well, there's not much to tell.
What's my
Mostly,
favourite cake? I love
I've
carrot
ruled by
cake.
myself,
I actually really
working
love
on
carrot cake.
Flora's, working on a project.
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
I probably noticed before, but just forgot. Yeah, we've been doing restreaming on YouTube for a couple of months now. So yeah, finally got the bot set up so that we can see both chats. Let's see.
Dearest Flora, a remarkable woman. Oh, yes. Been married over 20 years now.
You two still get on?
Yeah, I love carrot cake.
Of course. What a question.
Love
She hasn't
carrot
gone
cake.
quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know?
Lone wolf?
Just the way she is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
She just likes time to herself. Away
Now
from
I
the
want
company
carrot
of other
cake.
humans.
Other humans?
Well, yes, other people, you know. Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No, I just meant because we both wear, you know,
Crimson
red
cloaks.
capes of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine, supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item. Something called the Golden Beetle. Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
You reckon?
Quite sure. There is no treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it.
I would have heard of it. Even we've heard of it. Well, take a look at this.
What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold.
Right, that'll do.
Percival Pointer. Good old... So, what do you reckon? See the murderer?
I don't know, maybe. We still need...
That is not information we're willing to share at this time.
I don't know if a
I'm
person's
just
done it.
saying, keep an eye on him.
I'm not
Hold
sure
on
if a
to
person's
lot of
done it.
bitterness, does old Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival. Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger. Always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture, heartfelt, but futile. Fitz? I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
An onion?
Did you two have an argument?
No, but my daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. She's a very vigilant young woman.
Was a vigilant young woman. She's dead now.
My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables. She makes up the strangest things when she's under pressure.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Oh, yeah?
You love the characters? The mannerisms are hilarious. So, it's what Freya called her. Yeah, the characters are great. I really enjoy this series. So we played Detective Grimoire last week, which is the same series, and then they're bringing out one called The Mermaid's Tongue this year. I'm not sure when, but yeah, I'm trying to get through them all so that we can play Mermaid's Tongue when that comes out. So if you like this one, there's another one, like a previous one to play, and then there's one coming out later in the year.
Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too.
Aww.
Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents
I think I
died
might have
when
to
she was
take
around
another
3 years
look.
old. She came to live here
Oh.
shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
Oh.
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower.
That's interesting. Ask him about himself.
You're the one currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
Right, let's show you a bit of evidence, shall we? Not that I think you'll be much help. Tell me about Tangle Tower.
Yes, built by the Remington family originally. Dear
Throwback.
Flora's father and his associates.
But now it's owned by you? By the Fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tangle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
Excuse me.
What does it mean?
I
Yawning.
think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
From what?
This really isn't for me to say, but
Oh, go on.
she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved away, Flora changed the name of the house.
Oh.
I think perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome, yes, less likely to come back.
That's kind of extreme.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it?
It is.
But that looks like it might belong to Poppy. Rather ugly, isn't it, as far as statues go? Years of wind and rain have not been kind to it either.
Do you know what it is?
What is it?
The creature, I mean.
It's connected to the Remington family history in some way, but I can't recall.
Is it meant to be Froggy playing a harp? Because that is very clever.
I'm as confused as you are. It would have been a beautiful painting, as rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes.
I think it's a
Hard
feather.
to say exactly what we're looking at.
It's a feather.
Flora's quite fond of that old thing.
But why is
It's
it
in
cracked?
poor shape.
Why is it cracked?
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do.
Oh gosh, why does no one know why things are
But that
cracked?
looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Okay.
Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the
No.
pots are cracked down one side?
This one doesn't
No,
match.
that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
Ah,
It's
yes.
blood.
So we shall.
It's blood. It's blood. It's blood.
Does Florin normally keep something in here?
She must do, but I admit I've never managed to work out what.
Why not just ask her?
I feel like if somebody keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to live by.
Gosh,
That
I'm
looks like
tired.
it might belong to Fitz.
Sleeping.
I've never seen that before. Looks valuable. Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd.
Not really.
Why would someone lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! Teenagers are funny, aren't they? That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes. Freya was quite the talent. She had a way of capturing the spirits of her subjects. Not in an evil way, in a good way.
Give me a spirit.
My daughter Fiona and her best friend.
Aww.
They grow up so fast.
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. I didn't even notice. No idea. Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope seems rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry
Oh
for
yeah,
them?
it's a
in that
different
little
vibe
cage?
for sure.
Come now, I'm sure they could leave if they really wanted to.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more light-hearted. The vibe is different to the last one for sure. Okay, I think let's
Puffer fish?
Yes. It's also a lamp, for some reason.
What is it?
Oh, he's got paints. He's got paints.
He's an imp.
What does he do?
Well, if you tell too many lies, he appears at the end of your bed in the middle of the night.
Oh,
Paints.
A little hand-painted statue.
how can you tell it's hand-painted?
Well, the paints are right there on the desk. Also, I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
Paints. The paint is his. The paint is his. The paint is his.
Nice. A real treasure chest.
How do you know there's treasure in there?
Why else would it be locked? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it. What's the deal with that
Oh,
painting on the
no.
front?
Oh no.
Not sure. We should check that treasure map too.
Oh no. X marks the spot. X marks the spot. So the dragon. I think it's here. I think that's what we're looking at there. Oh, but that is not. Ooh. Use the treasure map to discover the combination for the chest padlock. A1N. Oh. A1N. X marks the spot. It could be this actually. H6 West, maybe? H6 West.
There we go.
H6 West.
Perfect.
Sometimes my brain is like, yes, I know how to do this. And sometimes my brain is like, huh? What? But I looked at that and I was like, yeah, I know exactly what that is. X marked the spot of where the camera was and where we were looking at those objects. And the dragon, dragon was the closest. The island was a bit behind that. And the tree was really far away. So I was like, we're looking to the west at those three things. And the X was in H6. My brain was just like, I know how to do this. But yeah, sometimes I look at a puzzle and I just have... Yeah. 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 Hang on a second, I just need to, I just need to respond to something. Okay, it's because I'm running game night tonight, so I'm running game night tonight, so I'm just making sure that a message popped in, and I was like, I just need to respond to that. Impressive, yeah. No, and sometimes my brain is just like, I just have no idea what to do with this at all. Ugh. Yeah.
What was in the box?
All of our brains work differently, though, don't they?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
He's got our red paint. He has got our red paint. He has got our red paint. He has got our red paint. But why? Why? You. Why?
I've been carving for a couple of years now.
Why have you got our paint?
I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed, yes. Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait based on hard fact.
Hard fact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course. I own a great many. But my weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower. Safety first and all that. You found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit.
That's the
It
ink
turned
dip.
out all right, though.
That's the ink
What's
dip
it
bird.
supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
The ink dip bird. Excuse me. Are we just gonna ignore that?
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Right. She's holding a feather.
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
It's not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
Something which explains the knife-like object. Yeah, this. The... It's this. Is this?
Let's take a closer look at this.
I couldn't see there was a play button behind my face. The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
Yes. This
little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
What's the deal with Flora? Ooh. Oh my god. Get a single feather to remember it by.
The ink dip bird was Flora's pet.
Did I get it right?
So she kept a single feather to remember it by.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
As if it
By
might
the
come
way,
back.
She kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
All right. So she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
Not a clue. Oh, in there?
But we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty.
Come on.
Flora? She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait. There's something tucked inside this one.
Oh. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, look, it's just a little baby. She looks happy. I think. I think she looks happy.
I like these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason why you wanted us to see them? Have you seen this book before? Do you know who it belongs to?
Oh, she's not giving us
I
anything.
really thought she was going to say something there.
Nothing.
Do you know anything about this beetle?
Nothing.
Do you and Fitz have anything to do with each other? Other than your initials?
She's
We
not
spoke
giving
to
us
your daughter, Fifi.
anything.
She's some kind of super intelligent scientist. You must be proud of her.
We met Felix, your husband. He's one of our
She'll look
suspects,
happy.
and he seems pretty suspicious if you ask me. So, if you want to stick up
He
for
is
him,
very suspicious.
now's your chance.
Nothing.
Nice try.
Did the bird eat the beetle? Oh! Her scary silent face is so spoopy. Something definitely happened here with the beetle. I can feel it.
What do you know about Penny?
I can't really imagine those two being friends, to be honest.
You never know.
You never know.
Were you close with Freya?
Oh, come on,
How are you
say
two related?
something. Anything.
Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire!
What? I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
She's listening. For sure.
You know the guy in the other tower? Weird astronomy professor guy?
Can you see him from your window? Can he see you? We spoke to Hawkshaw. I assume
Oh,
she
come
didn't get
on.
anything out of you either. I bet that really ticked her off.
Oh god, this is so hard.
Anything we should know? Any hobbies? Besides staring out the window?
Is she waiting for her bird to come back, do we think?
This is a photo of Fifi, isn't it? Your daughter? Do you know anything about these birds? Or birds in general?
Oh, come on.
You haven't seen this yet, have you?
It's a little model of you. Who were the other people next to you? What do you think of your husband's hobby?
Do you have any hobbies?
Nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh, really? Nothing. Crikey. She has given us nothing.
Half the room is a big open window.
I don't know if you can call it an open window. It's more like the sudden absence of wall.
We're at the top of the tower, right?
I think so. Why?
Flora looks irritated.
Doesn't matter. It's nothing.
Yeah, she's just like, you're wasting my time. Like, what the heck? Why are you wasting my time? I don't know what else we can look at here. We haven't really explored over here, so... Let's go. Oh, gosh, this is so much harder than the other one. So much harder. Is this
A little
Penny's
key set.
Penny's
Looks
room?
recently used.
So Penelope's room.
One of the cups has tea in it.
What's in the other one?
Birdseed. It's a birdhouse.
A birdhouse.
Are those real birds?
Oh, crikey.
They're wooden.
Wooden
Using up all the
birds.
perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
Swap the positions of the 7 birds. To what? Not a clue.
Nope.
There must be some logic to how the birds are arranged. Something to do with those white lines.
Nothing.
I think the birds are related to each other.
They're related to each other? So they're all of their eyes are in the middle there.
I guess that's wrong.
It's a family tree. The colors and eyes combine as they go down the family line. You'll need to start with blue and yellow at the top.
Oh. So that'll go there and that'll go there, and then that will make a green. Green and red makes brown. Green and white makes that.
I got it.
I'm impressed.
What? I would never have got
Get
that.
the door open. What's in there?
Now I'll get her. What the fuck? That is fucking sus.
That's some flower.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
Great job, thank you. So the soil has come from the greenhouse.
A little bedtime reading?
Let's see. Romance novels, detective novels, and
What?
this one appears to be both.
Nice.
Nice.
This is the fanciest room so far.
Too fancy.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Traveling cases.
Empty. All of them.
Ever get the feeling you're being watched?
The mannequins
Thanks,
don't have eyes,
Corvid.
though.
Thanks, great job.
That's not a comforting sentence.
Okay. Let's go back to here. We've not been in here yet. What is this room? Music room?
Are you a ghost?
Sally! That's rude!
The music
Well,
she was
It
playing.
may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
Ah,
That
The
makes
music
you a
she was
suspect,
playing
I'm afraid.
was
I know.
the
What's your name?
tape
My name
for
is
Freya.
Poppy. I'm a pointer. And a pianist.
we'll need to ask you a few questions about Freya.
I know.
The
Hey,
piano music is the
you're
same as
pretty
what's on the
good.
that's on the tape.
All in the wrist. And 13 years of dedicated practice.
Does this belong to you, Poppy?
Now that's not really my style, is it?
But who else would own a tape like this?
Literally anybody? This is mine.
Really?
No, well, yes, it was. I gave it to Freya about a year ago.
What was on it?
Nothing. It was blank. Freya said she wanted to record something.
Any idea how it ended up underwater?
Maybe someone wanted to destroy it, but got really lazy. It was my mother's originally.
So, why is it up in Flora's room?
She just gets the most use out of it. Freya would borrow it too sometimes. I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
How are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The professor spends most of his time hidden away in his tower. Barely speaks to anyone these days. Especially not the fellows.
Do you get on with the fellows?
2 of them. Fifi and Freya are my closest friends. We all turned 19 last year.
Do people ever leave Tangle Tower? I don't mean to be rude. It's just, if you're 19...
You don't have to answer that, Poppy.
It's a fair question. I'd like to move away. Definitely. Fifi, Freya, and I would often talk about it, argue about it. Freya wanted to leave, but Fifi... things are more complicated for her.
What about now?
After what happened, I really don't want to stay here much longer.
This is a photo of Fifi and Freya, right?
Hi, Satch!
Yeah,
How come you're not in it? You're friends with them too,
You've been
aren't you?
lurking.
I'm not really one for photographs.
No worries. Hope you're having a good day.
Fifi looks like she really admires Freya.
Fifi's loyalty to Freya is unshakable. 3.5 hours of piano practice. Soon as I wake up. Same as always.
3.5. Does that not hurt your hands?
Sure.
And you do this in the music room?
No, I prefer to practice in my room. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
What did you do after that?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library, but I totally forgot. When I finally got down there, she'd already gone. I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. She keeps her door locked either way. So I went back upstairs and out into the moonlight garden.
The what?
The little garden on the roof outside my room.
The
Was it just
Moonlight
you up
Garden?
there?
No, Fitz came outside after a while. His room's on the other side. He's been teaching me about flowers.
So, did you talk to him?
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't say that.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting more messages about games tonight and what's happening.
Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this.
There's definitely something
sound.
going on with them.
Lasted about 3 seconds. I've been trying to decide how to describe it, but I'm struggling. It was like something drilling into a piece of metal, but different. Worse. I was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower. So we
Someone
went up
drilling
there to
into a
check.
piece of
Her door was
metal.
locked. Nobody was answering. I knew Freya and Flora were both supposed to be in there. So I made Fitz
I still
kick down
think
the
it's
door.
going to be the noise the
I went
beetle
inside.
makes.
Freya was lying on the floor.
Flora was in the room too?
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do. so I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
Yeah, I do a board game
Door was
night
still
every Wednesday.
locked,
I've been doing
but I
it
knocked and
for
shouted at
nearly
her.
8 years. Like
Eventually,
7.5
she let me
years I've
in.
been running a game night.
The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been crying. I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry. First time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall. My father was there too, for some reason. The three of us went back up to Flora's tower. Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She wanted to do some kind of scientific test. She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes. After she was done, she went back upstairs and I went back to my room.
That's it?
That's it.
So in the statements, everyone is stood in different places. Only one person has said about Fifi taking the sample.
So there are 2 families living in Tangle Tower?
Mm-hmm. 3 pointers and 5 fellows. 4 fellows.
What's the connection between them?
There isn't one. Not really. It was all built by the Remington family. Flora is a Remington, originally. So was Primrose, my mother. She married into the Pointers, and Flora married into the Fellows.
So the Fellows and the Pointers own the house now?
Flora owns the house. Depending
Yeah,
on who you
it's
ask,
a really hard
that
one,
means
this
her
one.
husband Felix owns it too.
What about your father?
His claim over the house kind of fell apart after my mother left.
Where's your mother now?
No
I'll do a
idea.
recap in a bit. So, we know that painting, the painting with the knife, isn't a knife anymore. We think that the thing she's holding is actually a feather from a bird. We know that Flora had a pet bird called the ink dip, and she's holding one last feather that she has from it. So it was her pet. Okay? We also know that the paint on here and the paint on here, the red paint is actually blood. And the red paint that we've got is not our red paint. It is someone else's red paint. And again, it's not red paint, it's blood. This bottle perfectly matches Felix's paint bottles. So that is actually Felix's paint bottle. And he has previously painted with our red paint and ink dip. So he is looking very suspicious right now. He is looking very suspicious right now. It's so
Endless
hard.
noise from tongues expel, unless within the mouth they dwell.
You think you
The
followed?
spoken word, unfit for dealing with the shifting form of feeling. Stand unblinking in the face of taciturn and soundless space.
And we still haven't.
All right. Poppy's bedroom is unlocked.
Still haven't found the combination for the harp.
I wonder what's in there.
So this harp, we still haven't found the combination for it. Which is really annoying. Right, we need to ask her about more stuff, but let's have a little... Ooh. What's this?
Oh, whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
Well, it is the music room. He's got to practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
Whoa. That's broken as well.
Who plays the violin, I wonder?
It's pretty dusty, so I'm guessing nobody.
There's a faded mural on the wall.
When I was a kid, I never knew the difference between a mural and a mosaic.
You still don't know, do you?
No.
Ay, ay, ay. Sheet music?
Sheet music. It's handwritten.
That's a lot of notes. Looks pretty difficult.
Probably why they're on the floor. 1 old wooden bookcase.
Yep.
25 dry old books.
Mm-hmm.
4 lit candles.
Yeah.
Am I the only one seeing the problem? It's one of those big pianos with the open lids.
Don't touch it.
Why not?
Might be haunted.
This is so much harder than last week. So
With
much harder than
surging
last
tide,
week.
The waves are thrown, an entity of all its own. But on its surface you may see, reflected in the waters be, the orchestrator, pale and still, pulling strings, enacting will.
Oh. Pulling strings and enacting will. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So we've met everyone now.
Eavesdrop what the stars are saying, earthly tether, slowly fraying,
This is hard.
floating, helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet.
Talking of flowers.
Softly does the flower grow, all in time, and time is slow. Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way.
There's definitely still something going on with them two. Definitely still something going on with them two.
Hey, that's me. Not a bad likeness.
It looks like you're standing in a rose bush.
Is there something wrong with that? Is that a gardening trowel?
Yeah, I think it belongs to Fitz.
Really? Huh. Never seen him use it. Is that Fifi's diary? I'm sure I've seen it in her room before.
That's where we found it.
Have you ever read it? Do you know what's written in there?
Nope. I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate me invading her privacy.
I thought you
This
and
is
Fifi
definitely
were close
harder.
friends.
Yeah, we are. It's just Fifi's gotten kinda impatient with me recently.
Do you know why?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure she'd tell you if you asked.
Oh, she would. She'd give it to me straight. Probably why I've been avoiding it. Those petals.
What about them?
It's nothing. They're just unusual. Never seen that one before. Was it in the greenhouse?
No, we found it in Penny's room.
Right. Don't look at me. I didn't break it.
Does anybody else use the music room?
Yes. I don't know who, but I can tell when somebody else has touched the piano. How sweet. That belongs to Flora, I think. I think it's kind of cruel to keep 3 birds in one cage like
Me
that.
too, me too.
Does Penny not let them out to fly?
Oh, she does. She must do. But I don't think they're allowed to go far. Penny can be a little protective. I think everybody sees something different.
Did Frey ever tell you what she saw in it?
Not exactly. She said something about it being from a recurring nightmare.
Sorry, but if it was from a nightmare, why would you paint it and leave it in front of your bed?
Maybe she wanted to take control of it. Giving something a physical form can make it easier to deal with. Well, sometimes.
I'm so confused by this one. Honestly.
Oh, you've been to the greenhouse? What did you think?
Impressive, I guess. But kind of unsettling with Fitz lurking in the shadows the whole time.
Yeah, he does that. When I first saw it, I thought it looked like Flora was holding a knife, with blood on the tip.
You don't think that anymore?
No, it was a stupid thing to say. The room was dark. I was in shock. I'm just an idiot.
But it was blood on the tip. If you hadn't said anything, maybe Fifi wouldn't have checked.
Exactly. It's stupid.
But we would have missed out on an important clue.
Is it a clue? Really? Tell me how it's a clue. Tell me how it helps. Nothing about the knife makes any sense. It's just freaking everyone out. Wish I'd never said anything.
It's not a knife though, it's a bloody thing.
You get some weird insects around here, but I've never seen one like that.
I'm not sure anyone has.
Freya might have. She used to keep beetles in a box in her room.
Why?
For fun, obviously.
This is so hard.
What was inside?
Nothing.
Oh, gosh. Is there any way to show her it's not a knife? No?
Freya would always load up the palette with all the exact colors she was gonna need. I think it helped her zone out and focus on the actual painting itself. Like getting all your sheet music lined up before playing a long piece.
Right. So the blob of black paint in the middle, that was for painting Flora?
Flora's dress, yeah. She wears even more black than I do. That belongs to Flora, I think.
See, she just says the same thing.
Did you find that in Fifi's room?
No.
Mm.
Should we have?
No, it's just... It looks like something she'd use, don't you think? Why is the glass cracked down one side?
Natural wear and tear, maybe?
No way. Freya took good care of her stuff. Don't you think that's weird? That the letter isn't addressed to anyone? Or signed by anyone?
Yeah.
Someone's being deliberately secretive.
Or they're trying to manipulate you?
What do you make of the statue?
I know that's the only harp in the whole of Tangle Tower. I've never actually seen a real one.
Maybe it's from before your time.
We
Oh,
need to figure that out.
You see how old this statue is?
What about the symbols? One of them looks like piano keys.
Yeah, weird.
Oh, gosh, I can't.
There's something I noticed about Freya's knife wound.
Hit me.
From what we could tell,
I can't
the
figure it
blade
out.
went in at an exact right angle, perpendicular to Freya's body. And there's only one small pool of blood. Nothing on Freya's hands, or anywhere else. The whole thing is just a little too... peaceful.
So weird. Oh, gosh.
Is that supposed to be Flora?
Possibly?
Oh, how nice. Whose paints are those?
They belong to Felix, I think.
Foregone
Oh,
drifter, holding fast. Days a shadow seeker past. Is it bravery or surrender? Accepting that your world will render nothing darker than the gloom. Some four walls make around a room.
Have I got to do this for all of them?
Hard of head, but free of mind. Unimprisoned, unconfined. With starry eyes, she sees beyond. Behind our walls, beneath our pond. A soul untied, it's hers, it's free. Was then, is now, will ever be.
I mean, that's a lovely poem. My tummy's rumbling. Oh,
Feathers
gosh.
flashing in the light, from a sunbeam gleaming bright. I shield my eyes and turn my head, but all at once I've been misled. Light is shining on the stage, but through the railings of a cage. Between the lips a silver spoon, a story written all too soon. The chosen dwelling of her heart, unjustly chosen to depart. Lost her liberation lays in the center of a maze. That's me. I'm on a list of murder suspects. Always thought that would be kinda cool, but it's just tedious.
Falls a little short, doesn't it?
Oh, crikey. Got nothing on her. It's locked up tight. Right, we've got one more room that we can get into, I think. One more, that's it. That's Poppy's room. Oh gosh, this is really hard. Oh, hello.
Ah, yes, a giant symbol drawn in chalk on the floor. Always a good omen.
It's an eye.
Oh,
It's a
this is gonna be a
metronome for
puzzle.
keeping time.
Oh no, it's gonna be a puzzle. Oh no.
It's ticking. Is it a bomb?
It's supposed to be ticking.
Oh no.
Not sure what those symbols are, though.
Use the buttons to rotate all 4 metronome dials up to the hoop at the top. Not another one of these. Did it?
There we go.
Perfect.
Woo!
What happened?
There's just some puzzles that I'm just like, yeah, I can do this.
Little hatch.
And some of them just baffle me for hours. Oh, thank you. There's some that I'm just like, yeah, I think I can do this. This is a fairly easy one, and then some of them just baffle me, and I can't get it.
Anything in there?
Mm-hmm. It's a photograph.
I was leaning forward. Yeah.
Part of a photograph.
I just like, okay, if I can get them, if I've got 2 up, I'm like, if I can just get these other 2 to move together, if I can just get them to move together without the other 2 moving, I'll be fine. Ah, oh. That is Poppy. Or somebody else. I think that is Poppy. And she's using a little cassette player. Holy crapoly. But that is Freya then. So that is Freya. The other girl isn't Freya. Maybe?
There's something about that pink cassette tape. Something suspicious.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
Yes, let's. Yes, let's. Hey, Pops.
I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
I think the half
Turn
with the
away.
2 girls are Fifi
What
and
can you tell us
Freya.
about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your music, to be honest.
It
Sure
does.
it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors.
gonna go with
Let's
it.
take a closer look at this.
The pink cassette tape matches the pink cassette player that was found in Poppy's room.
The pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player that was found in Poppy's room. Almost. Maybe just change one thing. The pink cassette tape found at the crime scene
Has to be.
matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this
But
old
it is.
photo.
Why is she jamming out to her own piano music?
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it.
How exactly are we going to prove it? How exactly are we supposed to prove this? Is that enough?
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you.
This is
with your two best
compelling. I
friends.
know. I'm like, I want to catch the killer.
Why'd you tear it up? And then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward. Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it.
Yeah.
Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe.
But why is she jamming
It
out
depends on the
to...
reason.
The reason
I don't
she
understand.
doesn't want to look like that anymore.
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Why is she?
Hold
Why
on.
is she listening
This
to her
means
own
that pink
tape?
cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
Don't
It
understand.
used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
I think it's the bug. I think it's got something to do with the bug. Is 98 decibels? Is that enough to crack a gramophone? God, gosh darn it! Is this going to be the Moonlit Garden? This is going to be the Moonlit Garden, isn't it?
A big glass door.
90 decibels is loud. 98 decibels is about as much as a drill. A drill or a Okay, so that could potentially cause a gramophone to crack or glass to crack or something, maybe.
Leads out into a garden. Somehow.
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
Come on. Slide the lid open, then move the tiles into the correct slots. Fuck. What? What am I basing this on? I don't got this. I don't got this at all. Oh. Oh.
Nothing. Still locked.
All 4 tiles have a moon symbol.
Those other symbols look like suns. Surely that's something to do with it?
I think it is, but in an abstract kind of way.
Okay, let's move all of these.
It's not budging.
Maybe the information we need isn't here.
So where is it?
Somewhere else. I guess we'll come back later.
We need...
Sheet music. Presumably
We need
for piano.
something.
It's only a few notes. I'd barely even call that music.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason.
Yeah. I think we need something else. I can't read sheet music, so I have no idea what that's all about.
There's a name for this kind of piano. You know, these ones that stand upright. A single red rose. How very traditional.
Yeah, weird.
Anything in the drawers?
Nothing you need to know about.
Nothing you need to know about. Damn right.
Anything in the wardrobe?
Don't go looking in a lady's drawers, okay?
Dresses mostly. I never realized there were so many shades of black.
Empty. A lamp. It is most definitely turned off. That is the bed of a vampire.
I thought vampires slept in coffins.
This is a vampire who needs firm support for their lower back.
I love the humor in this.
Various handmade posters.
What do you think those symbols mean?
Hopefully, nothing.
Okay, so we clearly need something else then.
Just a bunch of clothes on the floor. Nothing weird about that.
But they're not
To you.
black. They're not black. They're not black. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. There's nothing else that's gonna help us with this puzzle. Let's go and talk to this guy. There's a lot suspicious about Felix. Right, let's talk to this guy. We've not found anything on him there.
Penelope knows about birds. You should ask her instead.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about something. There's a plant mentioned on this page, see? Do you have any? In the greenhouse?
No, I don't grow that anymore. I've tried in the past. It's incredibly difficult.
So the only
even
place
for
we
me.
haven't got
Could never
access
get it
to is
live
the
more than
Moonlight
a couple of
Garden.
weeks.
The Moonlight Garden is the only place we've not been.
Looks like someone doesn't want you to read that book.
That's the main thing making me want to read it.
Freya's best work, in my opinion. Although, the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter? What's that big red thing?
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting.
Fitz, one of these drawings is of you in the rooftop garden, I think, with Poppy.
Were there any other puzzles we couldn't
Are
solve?
we done?
Just the harp? The harp.
It's Fifi and Freya.
Don't you think Poppy should be in the photo too?
Maybe, maybe not. She doesn't really like crowds.
2 people isn't a crowd.
Right, but if she was in the photo, then it'd be 3.
That's
Checkmate.
not a crowd. But then they could say 3's a crowd, right?
Any idea who this is?
No idea.
Okay.
A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower. We found it in Penny's room.
Okay.
Mean anything to you?
Why would it?
Come on.
I don't
Come
really go
on.
into Penny's room or anywhere in Pointer Tower. I just don't have a reason to.
Mate, you're like engaged to Penelope apparently.
Those petals, they,
What?
they're red.
I'm so confused. Yeah, two's company, three's a crowd, I know.
What's with the broken glass?
Gosh darn it, I'm so
Poppy's piano
confused.
music. I remember when she started learning. She's improved a lot since then.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Right. Of course. Penelope's 3 favorite birds. She's very protective over them.
Are they, like, her pets? Do they have names?
Oh, they have names. Penelope loves to name things.
Do you remember what she named them?
I do not.
Aren't you supposed to be marrying this woman?
Did Freya draw these?
Yeah. There's a note on the back, too.
She was even closer to Flora than I realized. Poppy and I are friends.
Oh, I can buy that. Dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants. Unusual flowers, mostly. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Is something wrong? Penelope is my fiancée.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Penny doesn't really strike me as your type.
She's not who she pretends to be. People think she's... well, they make assumptions.
And how's the relationship doing recently?
Good. It's good.
I'm so confused.
Felix is a contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism, money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
I was just about to say the same thing.
I'm so confused by this. Gosh. So yeah, I can't, man. So I can't figure out the puzzle for the garden. And I still don't, I'm gonna go here and see if we've got anything. Have we got anything we need to solve this yet?
I'm still not sure about this thing.
Should we take another look?
It doesn't seem like this puzzle can be solved yet. All these kinds of weird symbols. Yeah. I mean, I like that it tells me. I think this is going to be like a puzzle that we come back to at the very end.
Let's come back later.
Check the rooms again. We've clearly missed something that will help us. Oh, okay, so hang on. We've got moons and suns. He's an astronomer. He's an astronomer.
It's a chart of the solar system. Which planet are you from, Sally?
Got anything to do with this? We've not found his secret thing yet either.
Hard to read, that one, but she seems to know what she's doing.
She's kind of mean.
You know, I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough. Then, of course, I met you.
Oof. Touché.
He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he currently has agency over a small fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
Yeah,
You
the
two don't
harp.
get
We
on?
need to do the harp as well.
No, we're the best of friends.
I think the harp is going to be the thing that we do last. So I've just been back to the harp, and it said that we still haven't got everything we need for it. So, yeah, I think that's going to be something we do at the very end. I think that's going to be like the last puzzle we solve or something. It's been bothering me.
Ah, Penelope, our resident ornithologist.
Penny's your niece, is that
Harp
right?
last, I think,
At
yeah.
this moment in time, until she marries the gardener.
She'll still be your niece.
But she'll depart from the world of the Pointers and join the Fellows. Like rats deserting a sinking ship.
Oh.
My Poppy, my pride and joy. Exceptionally talented pianist from a young age. She... Hold on. Why is she on your list of suspects?
Because she's a suspect.
Oh, no. I can personally vouch for her innocence. She'd never... Well, the truth is, she loved Freya very dearly.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to Poppy's mother?
Primrose? She was Flora's sister, a Remington by birth. The playing field has never really been even since she left.
Where did she go?
I think my food is about to be ready.
She went away.
So I'm going to need to finish, unfortunately. We will resume this on Friday. We'll resume this on Friday. This is too hard, man, honestly. This is too hard. My brain needs a break. Art gallery? Oh. Lovely. Yeah, I think my food is about to be ready, so I'm gonna finish up with this. Quit the game. Alright then. Right, my loves. Cheers very much for hanging out. We'll get it next time. I think Friday we'll finish it. I think Friday we'll get it. Friday for sure. Right, let's see who is streaming. Who could we possibly raid today? Food is ready. Cozy Valkyrie, of course. Of course we're going over to Cozy. Do you think I raid Cozy too much, perhaps? Do you think perhaps I raid Cozy too much? I don't think so. I don't think so. Valk is currently playing the Bookwalker, Thief of Tales. So we'll head over there. Thanks everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm gonna go and have my food now, and I'm gonna go to board game night. And I'm very tired actually, I'm quite tired now. That has like burnt my brain. That's burnt my brain, it has. Let's get a little raid on the go. If you're not a sub, you can use this one. And if you are a sub, you could use a cozy raid. Hey up duck, it's a cozy raid. There we go. I always like to raid cozy with that one, but also you could do a sub raid, just a normal sub raid if you want to. But bye everyone, I'll catch you guys on Friday. So be good until then, won't you? Have a lovely rest of the week, and we'll finish this off on Friday. I don't think we're far off. And then I'll figure out what to play after that. I'll figure out what to do. But yeah, things are gonna get a little bit crazy around here. So enjoy me while you can. Bye, have a lovely game tonight. Thank you, I will. Right, I gotta go then. Thank you, my loves. I'll see you very soon. Goodbye. Thanks for hanging out. See ya. Bye. Bye.